Hello and welcome to another episode of One Fall WrestleCast. We got a few things we'd like to discuss with y'all today, so hopefully everybody's got their wrestling hats on, and things. Derek's not here yet. I don't know if Derek's gonna be here. He told us that he's gonna be here, but hey, who fucking knows? I just at this point it is what it is. So Tom and I are going to, talk about wrestling and things. Hey, Mercedes Monet, she little Hertzkies. Adam Cole was talking about retirement, and Hulk Hogan's in the news. I just don't know if you've ever heard of this guy, but CM Punk. Wonder what's gonna happen next. Tom and I are gonna talk about some things. I don't know.
Welcome to the One Fall WrestleCast.
Yo,
What's up, dude? Oh, I guess I won the championship last week.
yeah,
Right?
and still,
And still, so I get to
Or
pick
and
a
new.
time, right?
yeah, you got to pick a time, and I got to go
Okay,
over. And
I'm
under.
gonna say 8:33 next Thursday.
Shit.
So do you want over or under?
I mean, based on previous records, I feel like over is the over is the way to go. I think I'm gonna go over. We're going over.
Oh wow!
Over. It's
Wow,
already 8:42, bud.
Didn't
I'm
see
going
that.
over.
Didn't see that playing out.
Over.
Heard. So Tom's
Over.
going on the over, fucking 9 days away.
Next week and new.
Hey, look at this shit.
No! All right.
Wow.
Yes! There
Wow.
he is.
Friend of the show, Derek Wright.
I'm so excited to see your face. I actually am. I know Walt's like, motherfucker.
Look, he hasn't been on in so long, he doesn't know how any of his shit works.
But so look, the other thing is what I like too also is Derek's in the exact same place that he was, but he's not supposed to be there anymore. It's clearly
It's weird. I was watching you guys last week. I didn't like it. I mean, I even made it a point to say,
it's
Tom,
missing
you
something,
go on the
right?
spot, buddy.
It's missing something,
It
right?
was weird. It was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hopefully, I didn't
what
miss
do
the
you
part where we talk about the AEW game. Did we
You've
talk
missed-
about the AEW game?
You've missed nothing. We could talk about that.
I literally just went live because I waited for you like a dumbass. I mean,
And
it's just
I'm trying
it's
to
amazing that you're fucking here though. Like I should do a little leprechaun skip over here and click my heels together and. Hey, look, you're not even fucking paying attention.
Yeah,
TNT must be working down in the holler.
Right.
TNT is not working here. Is TNT working for you? Maybe TNT. Let me check it on the old on the old Tommy machine here. Hold on. Let's go. Let's do this here. TNT.com.
Yeah, we have big announcements. How can you not be watching?
Tony
There's
Khan has a
announcements to
major.
Yeah,
Announcement.
the major announcement is the fact that they're being held hostage by fucking Phil. Okay, Phil is holding
Fucking
them hostage
Phil.
at this point. All right, we're just gonna get fucking right into CM Punk. I just at this point, like,
I'm not gonna argue with you.
but Phil is holding them hostage. Phil is 1,000% holding Tony Khan hostage right now. This is
Phil.
far worse than the MJF situation.
It's a little bit worse. It's worse because like they got a whole ass TV deal out of it. And then like
Right, but at least MJF was honest with Tony Khan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's like, hey, you're gonna fucking pay me or I'm not gonna come to work. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For Phil, it's more about his emotions.
Phil's very emotional.
He's very it's very much about his feelings. He's got a lot of feelings, this guy. A lot of feelings for Phil. Man, I can't. What a shit show. It's really hard to even put into words the level of shit show. So I know that I've done and I've been it's hard for it because people fucking Tom just fucking loves when AEW fails, blah 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 blah. I get it, I understand, but it's they step in it every goddamn time. It's like if there's something to step in, if there's a misstep, if there's an ankle to twist, if there's it's that's it. That's all they can do is they just step in it constantly, and
at least they have Wheeler Yuta, right?
At least they have Wheeler Yuta. At least somebody else cuts Wheeler Yuta's fucking hair now, right? They finally got a backstage haircut lady and stopped letting Wheeler Yuta cut his own goddamn hair without a mirror. And so finally, although, he still kind of looks the same, it's just less bad. They still got Daniel Garcia, who's still the least interesting person in every room he's ever been in, ever. And yeah,
he's a sports entertainer, Tom. Leave him alone.
Why am I not fucking entertained then, Derek? Why am I not entertained?
I don't know why you don't like him. Maybe you need to watch
I don't like
more Roman
Daniel Garcia.
Maybe, I don't know. What do you want?
Well, his promo giving skills they're actually worse than this. Than what I'm doing. They're actually worse than that. He's kind of meek and timid. He doesn't really want to talk everybody, and maybe he's here, maybe he's not here, and maybe he's a good he's a perfectly passable wrestler, I guess. He's all of 5'8", 178 pounds, soaking wet.
All right.
I feel like Taya Valkyrie could really give him a run for his money in the ring. They're probably about the same size. She's better on the mic. She's better on the mic than he is, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, you know what? The women's division needs a pump up. Maybe he could become a woman.
Jesus, let's just pump up Lady Frost more than imaginable right now. I mean,
Lady
gosh,
Frost
you guys suck on the titty of this woman.
Lady Frost is fucking cool. All right, Daniel Garcia.
Well, bring her on the show, and then we'll talk about how cool she is.
We should. Come on, man. Why
I'll gladly be the heat on this.
No, it's fine. I mean, we could. I can try to get her on the show. I mean, I had her lined up fucking a year and a half ago.
We should have, and we should be so.
We just sucked at life.
We're doing guests.
Why is Daniel Garcia better, or why are you better than Daniel Garcia? That's the first question we should ask here. What makes you so much better than Daniel Garcia? Because we all agree on that. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking about CM Punk holding fucking TK hostage. Listen, did you guys happen to see this little thing that Matt Coons fucking shared?
No, share it with us.
I'm going to give me 32 seconds here.
Share it.
Boom.
Booyakasha.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna full screen that.
Yeah.
Let's finally squash all this crap and get to business.
Well, speaking of squash, that Moxley thing sure was fucking stupid.
Bro, this is hilarious.
Sure as hell was. Guys, let's not do this right now.
The funniest thing about this is there's actually no jokes in this whole thing.
Look, Tony, you already know I'm all about doing business and putting all
this.
So
I want to know where this came from. I mean, there's a joke. Larry the dog bit a guy.
I was all business from the start, and I was cool with everybody
from the start.
Everybody, until you guys started lying about me and spreading bullshit to the dirt sheets.
All we did was tell Dave we thought you had something to do with it.
Well, I didn't.
So why the hell did Cole just disappear out of nowhere? What the fuck happened then, Tony?
This is phenomenal.
Punk had nothing to do with it. I already said that at the press
from.
conference. What actually happened was he just wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Tony,
You drew
really?
no money.
What actually happened
Yes,
was
really.
it just wasn't
And
that good.
All of the matches on Dynamite lost a lot of viewers too. A lot.
See? I
Dynamite
had
lost a lot of
nothing
viewers too.
to
A
do
lot.
with it.
Oh,
Here's the thing, Phil. As far as you and me
Look at
go,
this.
I
I
don't
love
have a
it.
problem with you.
This
None
is the best.
whatsoever. And actually, I was excited about working
Look at
with
Jericho.
you. The only problem I had, and
I
still
love
have
that
with
they're
you, is
because
your
they're
issue with my
Canadian. They're
friends.
just
That's all.
Well, that's why we're here. To end all this crap and make some money.
Larry the dog
We can
bit a
make a
guy.
ton of money by just acting like adults here.
Right. And look, as far as you guys, I never had a beef with you. Even on that damn podcast with Colt years ago, I said we should work with you guys and put you over. Did you forget that? I always said I wanted to work with you guys and how you were the future of the business.
We wanted to work with you too, Phil.
Well, we still can. Fuck all this dumb shit. Let's have a 6-man tag team match.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
man,
so
we'll
fucking
tear the house
pay-per-views.
Because we're just like him. We don't have an issue with you guys. Right. I love this business way too much to let some petty bullshit like this get in the way of me making money and providing for my family.
Make some
making
fucking
money.
money.
I don't like the fact that they
I'll tell
made
you what,
Dax
that
sound.
6-man would definitely
he
get a
seems so
10-star
whiny.
rating.
Not only that is he
More like
seems
20.
very like
Man, you're right. Fuck all this crap. Let's just go out there and have the
They
best
took our
fucking
jobs.
6-man match
Yeah.
of all time. Fuck yeah.
fuck yeah.
It's our
This
dad.
part where
What's
Kenny
Kenny
just
so
floats.
jacked?
Punk, you and me still gotta settle this shit.
Jesus.
Why don't you like me, Chris?
This is
problem?
that's the best
What's my
Jericho.
problem?
Yeah, you never liked me.
What? Listen, you ran your mouth and called me a liar and a stooge. Now I'm the bad guy.
Dude, you always pulled your little egotistical backstabby bullshit, even in WWE.
I put you over, didn't I?
Why are you always dissing me behind my back and never to my face?
I'm in your face right now.
Do something then.
It's still good. I've watched this like 4 times. It's funny every time.
Fuck all that bullshit from before. We're grown men. Let's make some fucking money. Yeah! Great stuff, guys. So it's official. Punk and FTR versus the Elite at All In at Wembley Stadium, and Punk versus Chris at All Out in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, but one more thing. Kenny, when the hell's that damn AEW Fight Forever game coming out?
Soon. It's coming, I promise.
More like AEW Wait Forever.
Listen,
More
that's
like
great.
More like AW wait forever.
Great. Like I wish I knew who. Hey, who's deaf?
Derek, because there's nothing happening in here.
Not me. Never.
Derek's not deaf.
You just like, you know what?
I got a limited amount of time. I got to squeeze in as much shit as I can
Look,
here.
I feel Derek right now. All right, he's got a newborn at
You know
home.
what? No.
That kid
no.
needs like
Learn how to manage your
24/7
time, buddy.
attention, and Derek has been able to tear himself away.
No, I don't believe that.
Come live with my wife.
No thanks.
She's grumpy.
Well,
Understandably.
I mean, she just pushed a
Understandably.
watermelon out. Like if you just pushed a watermelon out of your dick, you'd be grumpy too.
Ah, I'm going to go do that on Friday.
You're gonna push a watermelon out of your dick?
Something
do
like
that.
that. Yeah.
Are you getting the?
Yep.
You're getting that on Friday? Oh, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
I got shit to do on Friday.
You got clippies to get, dude? Like you're getting the clippy doos?
Yeah.
Clippy doos? No more babies for Derek?
No more babies.
Shooting
today.
blanks forever? Yeah, that's the way to go, buddy. 2 babies. Get them things pushed off. No more of
All
them.
done.
Thank
All done.
Thank God. And Derek
The
fucking
world
puts
can't
another
take
one.
it no more.
Derek
can't
puts
take
another
it
one in the
anymore,
world. I mean, we're gonna have to like retune like the space-time continuum just so Derek can fucking function for 10 minutes.
Derek,
Yeah,
I just want to
difficult.
congratulate you on your responsible decision to not bring any more children into the world.
Thanks,
It's
Tom.
a responsible decision that I made several years ago, and
Oh.
to this day, and it's been what's he 8? So it's been 7 years.
Sounds like two weak pull-out game having motherfuckers. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
You
exactly
sound like a
weak
Chinese
pull-out game
leaning
having
motherfucker. You shut the fuck up.
It's not. He's spot on. No, weak pull-out game. Don't want to play the. Don't want to buy the rubbers.
I'm not good at it.
buddy. It's literally. It's a sore weekend, but it's
Exactly. I'm gonna sit this weekend. I've got Monday off because it's a bank holiday. I'm gonna relax.
Best superpower. It's the best superpower you could ever think of. You may think.
No, so I guess I'll just go fuck myself then, and we won't.
Well, no,
hang out
that's
this
the thing.
weekend either. I mean,
No, so here's the thing. Get that done.
What do you want me to do?
Get that done, and then go fuck your wife, and like you won't have like the consequences with the children. Like that's the beauty of it. It's just,
allegedly.
I mean, as long as you go and do all the, make sure you do the follow-ups, because I have friends that didn't do the follow-ups because they're fucking idiots, and then had a kid because they.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah,
Have the follow-ups. They're gonna hand you cups and be like, bring this back a couple times, and you're gonna do that. To do that, don't like be.
Hopefully, I can bring it home, right? Like,
Well,
I don't
yeah,
wanna
no,
have to go into a
you bring it back. They'll be like, in 2 weeks, bring me a sample, and then you bring them a sample, and then like 2 weeks later, you bring them another one, and they're like, "You're good."
I'll be like, well, let me just go to the parking lot real quick, and
I'm glad.
Do that.
I'm glad that
This
I
is
put
graphic.
wrestling and things in the title, because we're talking about Derek's things.
Well, I mean, look, fertility is a big deal, and as far as I'm concerned, once you've hit our age, the being infertile is more of a superpower than it is being
yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, and I'm glad you made the responsible decision. So this is me congratulating you.
Anywho, so CM Punk fucking, I just don't understand why this is still a thing. All of this ever fucking,
and now
all of this ever a fucking backstage producer.
Match. He's a cunt. He fucking sits here to bitch. He will find anything. He is Walt Ramsey in wrestling form.
Oh,
he will find any minuscule thing to bitch about. Like the small child cunt that he is. This is him. I love people named Walt Ramsey. They're wonderful. But I would never put them under contract with AEW. Same as I would not put someone by the name of Phil Brooks under contract.
Well, fortunately for Tony Khan, I'm not under contract. But unfortunately for Tony Khan, CM Punk, Phil Brooks is under contract with AEW, and they just continue to fucking just flop their dicks on the table left and right here, and see who's is bigger. And now, like, we're hearing Bill Apter even weighed in. For Christ's sake, the man's 10 minutes away from being in a museum, and he's got a fucking opinion about the goddamn thing. Yeah, he said something to the effect of, "Hey, man, seems like they're just kind of throwing this together. You would want to have a little bit more organization here. Like, what's going on with CM Punk? He's the holdup. Where's Punk?
Sure seems like it should have been a little more sure before anybody signed paperwork, and then they were like, so I think what the actual deal is that Ace Steel was back in a capacity. But then, like, he was going to be on the road when CM Punk came back, but then he wasn't going to be on the road because it pissed off some other backstage talent. So they kind of like quickly were like, well, no, he won't be here. And then Punk was like, whoa, if he's not going to be here, fucking, we gotta pump the brakes. And that's
at this point, I'm annoyed with Tony, and I'm annoyed with CM Punk both.
Like,
I think they both
I've been annoyed with Tony
deserve equal.
I've been annoyed with Tony for what are we 3 years into this? Like, Tony does
it's ridiculous. Like, just figure your shit out.
Hey, we have another big announcement tonight on Dynamite.
You are the one with the money.
Well, the apps don't work, and I don't have cable because I only have one cable box. Because why the fuck would I pay for them things when I have apps?
Yeah.
The apps don't work, so. Fucking, he could announce anything. He could announce that he's giving birth.
On that a while ago. I just have apps.
What does that mean? That the apps don't work?
That when I click the app to say, it's like, oh, sorry, this isn't available in your area. I don't know what that means. I don't know if Dynamite's maybe not on, and like maybe it's all like NHL or something, and I'm blacked out for some reason. Although the Penguins have been, I don't know.
Maybe Tony Khan heard what you said about him. And
He did.
Probably,
It's
that's
just
what
me.
it
They
is.
blacked out
You
my
are
house.
blackballed specifically.
It's my house is blacked out.
Yeah, we
Like,
swatted
Fuck
Tom.
this guy.
AEW.
I was talking shit on the AEW Dynamite card earlier today. I was like, "What? This is the dumbest card ever. Like, who? Why would it? This is the go home show. This is worse than a house show. Why would they put this on TV?"
Dude, I could give two shits about the Go Home Show for Double or Nothing, and that's terrible
it's
because Double or
fucking-
Nothing is Double or Nothing. Like, it is the big show. This is the arena, the Anarchy at the Arena match.
Yeah, I can't believe they're doing that shit again.
Man, I like it.
No, those have been a mess. Every one of those has been a mess. Like whatever day.
I like
yesterday?
Stadium Stampede.
What was
Same
it?
thing.
Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of the first one, and literally every wrestler's like 3 years ago today this match happened, and they just went down the card, and I'm like, fucking you morons! Like, of course, the whole goddamn show happened 3 years ago. Fuck Twitter. Anyway, that's a different story.
What is your problem with Twitter, bud?
It's stupid. It's
You
literally like
guys are way too violent on the social medias. Like,
since Sir Elon took over, the algorithm has become like I have to see what he thinks. And personally, like I don't know about anybody else, but I don't give a shit about Elon Musk. I don't care what he thinks. Teslas are garbage. He's
Just don't talk about his Starlink.
I mean,
nice.
It seems to be good enough. Derek's in a little bit higher definition. That's nice. So
You
Derek-
were all about
Enhance
it at first.
Enhance
Star,
is on
Starlink
vacation.
internet is better than the Holler internet was, but that doesn't. That's like, I don't know. Riding a horse is better than riding a, lame mule, I guess. But
That's like saying that you're the tallest munchkin in Munchkin Land. you know?
exactly. Hey, I'm guys, I'm the smartest kid in special ed. Anyway.
Oh, look, it's Ty Valkyrie. I could say the same thing about her.
Hey, she's getting a push, bud.
low key, that's going to be the best match on the card tonight.
Mm.
I bet it is.
Uh-oh. Here we go. The Frost Lady.
Lady Frost. Why has Maryland called me twice?
I don't know. Maybe they're
I don't know
trying
anybody
to.
in Maryland, and I don't want to
maybe-
talk to anybody. there.
Isn't AEW in Baltimore this week?
It's Tony Khan. Tony's called me twice, personally, from a house
see
phone
what
in
you
the
have.
arena. He pulled
I
a
see you
phone
finally
off the
figured
wall.
out. I see you finally figured out that I took away your dynamite. Huh? You want to talk about my shows? Huh? Do you? Have you ever watched Rampage, Tom? Tom, have you ever watched Rampage? Rampage is fantastic.
I actually so look, I'm one of the like 0.01% of people in the world that has watched Rampage.
I've seen Rampage live twice.
I was there. I was sitting close to you, next to you, or between Derek and you. I was there
Yeah.
both those times.
Both times.
We're in the video game. We are.
No, we're not, because they didn't include FTR.
Yeah, so no, we're not.
All of our audio clips were FTR related, friend.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's
I was
okay.
real
Look,
high.
FTR is going to be part of the first big DLC pack.
So
it's
won't
gonna
CM
be-
Punk.
Huh?
So
Is
won't
CM
CM Punk.
Is
Punk's
CM Punk
already
gonna be on the cover?
Punk's a playable character,
Yeah, he's
Already?
so's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
So's Cody.
says Cody.
That's
I
crazy because
literally watched
over
this
a year.
live stream today. You guys are confirmed on this.
100%.
Interesting. All right.
Cody's in the game for sure.
Yeah,
Punk's
because
in
he
the
talked
game.
about it last week.
Yeah, Punk's in the game for sure.
It's crazy how that works out, right? Like that's a big deal for AEW because I mean, arguably, Cody Rhodes might be like the second biggest wrestling star on the planet right now.
That's
He's
true.
not going to sell video games, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
He
he's gonna be
might,
on
actually.
the AEW video game.
Actually, he might sell video games because people might. But he's in the current WWE. Well, he's in 2K23. You're already playing that.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had to get in front of him.
Yeah, so he was actually in a game that he did mocap for and was in the promotion for after he left AEW, which he did the mocap for and the capture for before he left, like a long time before he left.
All right, well, not to be a super douche, but there is no mocap in the game.
It's too late for that. There's no mocap. You're right. There's no mocap. You're right.
It is too late, but yes, I got you.
You're right. There is no mocap. Although Mortal Kombat 1 comes out this year. Oh,
yes, way to restart the franchise yet again.
There's mocap, and it's not a restart. This is a continuation. I know you didn't play Mortal Kombat 11, but Chronica ended the timeline. It dies.
This is why the American students do not understand math. 11 does not go to 1.
Well, look, Derek, sometimes when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you got to take a stand. There's nowhere to hide.
Dun, 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 dun.
Because you've hurt my friends, and you've hurt my pride.
Fight for the rights of only men.
Okay. Wait, what? I thought you were gonna go with "Fight for the rights of only fans."
Anywho, so is this game gonna actually?
Thanks, Mandy Rose.
Is this game gonna actually get released
on the 29th?
Derek, is that actually really gonna happen?
Really? Amazon says so.
I mean, everybody. It's been announced officially.
They've announced it officially 3 other times, bub. So I mean,
Kenny said so.
They haven't put a date on it though. Yeah, Kenny wasn't wearing a shirt this time when he said it. And I've seen like commercials on TV, although I can't watch TBS right now for whatever reason. But
I watched Orange Cassidy and Evil Uno play it today on YouTube. So
okay,
it exists.
Orange Cassidy is fighting somebody for a title that nobody gives a shit about against a guy who is not signed to AEW today. So that's fun.
So since you guys aren't interested, it was kind of different to see because it looked to me like a lot like WWE All-Stars for 360. It was kind of like a slow, almost like a blur whenever they would do larger moves. It was weird. Also, though, they complained about the frame rate off of their hotel Wi-Fi. So that could be part of what I was seeing. But I don't know. I mean, I wasn't mad at it. I felt like Chris Jericho looked like an idiot.
Yeah, Jericho looks real bad.
Yeah.
But the Jericho model has looked bad since it looks like they took fat Jericho and just put abs on him.
Yeah, they haven't fixed it. It's really weird.
It's not going to be fixed, I don't think. He's just
because they showed an intergender match between him and Britt Baker, and even Britt Baker, I was like, no, I don't like that model. All right, though.
No, I feel like the character models are going to be very bad, and maybe that's just going to be the art style. I'm not going to get too big into the character models. What I want is, because the character models are ugly and because it all kind of looks ugly, it needs to run at 60 frames per second at least, and it needs to run in 4K, or at least 1080p. For the love of God, 1080p at 60 frames with no stutters.
Are you going to play on PC, Tom?
No, because I'm sure the PC port's going to be awful. This is actually one that I might end up getting on Xbox, just because one, I can play with you.
Yeah.
And two, Xbox is technically more powerful. I don't think that really hasn't amounted to much this generation, but I would rather. It just seems like a game that if I'm going to pay money for, I want to have it on Xbox because I feel more confident in Xbox's maintaining of my overall digital library that I would purchase for Xbox. And it's something that's going to be for sure multi-platform in that regard. Like, I'll be able to play with anybody at any point in time if I want to. But I don't know that I'm going to pay for it out of the gate.
Oh,
so,
you're gonna buy it. Get the fuck out.
You're right. Okay, look. Yes.
Come on.
Probably because I've actually still got games in plastic.
Yeah,
over here.
I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear that? Okay, I know. You're right. I'm gonna buy it. I haven't bought a WWE game actually in a while, but I don't know. I might buy the newest WWE game too. It's getting pretty cheap, so I may just decide to splurge and buy a bunch of shit. Hopefully, they put some bundles together on Amazon because Amazon, AEW is not going to put bundles together, but Amazon's going to be like, hey, if you buy this, we'll give you $5 off. Plus, you can have this for $20, and I'll be like, bingo. So we'll see. We'll see how they tempt me. How those temptresses on Amazon tempt me. They may. Tempt me, temptress.
Derek, what about you? Are you not going to buy this game either?
Derek already bought it like 4
I'm going
times.
to buy this game. We go to Walmart on my lunch break. I don't need to reserve that.
Oh,
shit.
you can make time for that.
When it comes crashing down, it hurts.
A month
inside.
and a week from now. Yeah, I'll probably have time.
Can Real American? Can I make a creator wrestler and can Real American be his theme song?
Sure, why not?
Probably licensing, but we
don't care about that here.
That's never stopped me before.
That's why you got to play on PC. You just mod the shit. Oh, there's Tony Khan. He's got a big announcement, boys.
All right, well,
Tony Khan.
you tell me what he says
Why
because
don't you just turn it up? We'll fuck it.
Because
Just
apparently
track
my house is blocked and I can't hear what the announcement is.
About the start of a new beginning for AEW.
It's a new beginning.
Starting June 17th on TNT. Last week we announced some of the cities for our opening
Is
tour.
it gonna be in
with events
Chicago?
Coming up in Toronto, Hamilton, Regina, Calgary, and
Did you say
Vagina?
vagina?
Are we going to Vagina?
We're going to Vagina.
First AEW.
Definitely.
No, my name's it's
The first
Gina.
episode of AEW Collision will take place Saturday, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central
Uh-oh.
on TNT
Oh.
from the United Center in Chicago.
Oh shit, boys.
Great show, and I'm sure you are too.
It's gonna be in Chicago.
Did the crowd just fucking pop for that?
That was just piped in pop. It was a piped in pop. Yeah. It probably wasn't even live at all. Just because it was down to the last minute.
April, don't allow Tony to make the announcement yet.
Bring me my Apple Wallet. Do I have United Airlines tickets to Chicago? How fucked up is it going to be if Punk doesn't even show up in Chicago? You know, that would not be at this point anything that you can't not expect. I know that was a double negative, but still.
I mean, you're a double negative, so.
I'm very negative. Negative as fuck.
Derek's very positive. He's added to the world literally in the last couple weeks.
I am positive that I'm disappointed I forgot to grab some Little Caesars pizza from my parents whenever I came back home.
Little Caesars.
I
They have
just
the
saw a commercial for that.
The pretzel crust is back. I don't know that that's any good. It's probably shit, but I like pretzel everything, so fuck it.
If it's terrible, I'll just have some combos. I love my pizza combos, so I buy those.
That's the thing. So they do pizza inside the pretzel combo.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, by the way, out of screen because that's
where it is. Yeah, that's where it goes.
What the combo is.
Yeah, fun. We're going from Chicago, fellas.
Oh, okay, but he didn't say.
For
And
AEW
CM Punk is
Collision.
gonna be there.
No.
He didn't say that. Okay, well then CM Punk's not gonna be there.
I sincerely hope that you got your pop the first time. You know, we'll let Chicago chant CM Punk. This time, I want Cult of Personality to play and MJF come out and just fucking give the finger to everybody.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Oh my god. That actually would be better, in my opinion. That would actually be better and then like play like 10 seconds of it or whatever, and then have MJF come out and be like,
"Yep, yeah."
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Do that.
That would be so good. They're not going to do that because that would be too good. Like it would be.
He's already his first pop. He doesn't deserve another one. You know, at this point, it's fair game. Totally throw that out there, and then don't even bring Punk out until what?
Until Punk's not coming. He's not coming.
Allegedly.
April, get my passport.
Get my passport so that I can drive down the street to the fucking arena in Chicago, which is in the city I fucking live in.
Wimbledon? Wembley? Wherever it is?
To go to the Chicago show for the Saturday.
Eastern
Never
London?
mind. Never mind.
Is
You're
it
right.
Eastern
Yeah, it's
London?
Wimbledon. Look in my eyes. What do you say?
Hey, so Hulk Hogan's in the news.
Hulk fucking Hogan.
He's a real American.
Hulk Hogan at this point is about as lucid as Ric Flair.
Why is he in the news? Is he having a final match?
Because he's lucid.
Well, he did an interview with the MMA Hour, and he was asked about AEW. So we'll start there because the Hulksters
Just care about Hulk Hogan's opinion on the wrestling business at this point in time.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that people still hold Hulk Hogan in pretty high regard.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But he was talking about AEW, and he said, I was talking to somebody, and I equated it to NASCAR drivers. You need seat time. You need to spend time in that seat until you start winning championships. It's almost like AEW is on track. They're kind of like the little engine that could, and they're on track. I just think they need more seat time. They need to be around a little bit longer to really be really competitive, where they can go head to head on Monday nights or something like that.
Yeah.
They're moving forward quite quickly. They're doing a great job over there.
So what you need to do, brother, is you need to run for Congress where there's no limit on your seat time, brother. And then you can sit in Congress, brother, until you've got all the answers and all the power. Because I'm reaching for the power, brother. And are we in the organic sphere? Is it the from under sphere? I don't know. I don't remember where it goes from.
Derek, that was awesome. That was like, what the fuck just happened? What just Derek just like delivered a better Hulk Hogan promo than Hulk Hogan has delivered in 1988. Ladies and
that was a very 1988 Hulk Hogan promo.
Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the show, Derek Wright, delivering them Hulk Hogan promos, just fucking knocking it out of the park. God, can we sound clip that, please? Like that was just, Derek. You've instilled you have reinvigorated my respect for you. I've always loved you. You knew that. You know.
I've always worried about your respect level, though.
I've always loved you. You have reinvigorated my love and respect for you. And God, you did it so. That was so good. God, that was. I wish I did that. That was so good. Anyway, the Hulkster. I mean, I think the Hulkster's been drunk a lot lately. That's probably fine. You know, he's an old man. As I drink my beer here. But you know, that's man, that was I would like to say, man, I hope the Hulk is right. I think AEW goes on as long as the cons want to keep throwing money at it, but it's not making money, and it's going to continue to not make money because they continue to not put on shows or cards that seem like they ought to make money. And, you know.
Hey, somebody just knocked on the front door. Kids are scared. I'm going to go out and clear and make sure everybody's.
There you go. Tell them to fuck off.
On your fucking front door.
Take care of it. I'll continue to rant about Hulk Hogan while you're gone, though. Brother. So Hulk Hogan. Do I think that Hulk Hogan is right about AEW just needing more time before they're able to compete? No, I don't think AEW is going to be a competitor to WWE. I just don't think it's possible at this point. I really don't. I think that AEW is a good sort of like second brand. They could be anyway. They could be a solid like secondary product. They could be a solid NXT type competitor product, and that's really what they are right now. Do I think they'll hit the highs of WCW? No, I think WCW kind of like caught a tailwind, really. And
at this point, I mean, the way they do streaming and the way that they actually have to keep track of all the Nielsen numbers, as they used to call them, it's just not. It's almost like comparing the 1950s NHL records to the 1990s NHL records.
Yeah,
it doesn't work out like that.
Exactly.
I mean, goaltending's different. Strategies have changed. Obviously TV deals have changed, and the way that they track advertising has changed. There's nothing we can really, it's apples to oranges.
It really is, and they're just not going to get the. They're just not going to get the top tier everything that the WWE has and has had for a long time. It's just they're not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not going to be written like that. It's just not going to be performed like that. The best talent in the world is never going to be like, I want to grow up and be the AEW champion. No, the best talent in the world wants to grow up and be. I mean, even 20 years from now, if AEW is still around. But at this point, WWE. I'm just saying, at this point, WWE is rolling on guys like Seth Rollins or guys that watched this as kids and like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be the WWE. Not only going to be the WWF champion. When they talk about the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, I'm going to be in that conversation. That's not like nobody's going to be like, you know what? When they talk about Orange Cassidy. I'm going to be in that. Nobody's aspiring to be that, right? Nobody's aspiring yet to be Kenny Omega. Nobody's when we were kids, it was like the fucking The Rock, guys who are now Dave Bautista, guys who are now not only like super successful. Hey, 5 to 10 million people tuned in to watch me every Monday and or Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, whatever day SmackDown was on at the time. Like. That's AEW doesn't have that. They don't have that lineage. They don't have The Rock. They don't have Stone Cold. They don't have, they have Sting. Oh,
and in the same vein, there's not a child growing up right now that's thinking similarly that I want to grow up to be the Impact Wrestling champion. As you've already said, no, it's the WWE champion or the WWF champion.
Yeah.
That's where it is, and that's where it's going to stay, and that's fine. I think they just need to accept that position as we're going to be a strong number 2.
Yeah.
We're a better alternative than Impact. Obviously, they have a larger television footprint.
Yeah.
And embrace it and continue on. There's nothing in the rules saying that, 3, 4, 5 years from now, for whatever reason, wrestling might get hot again like it was back in the late 90s. And, we can have another war. At least at that point, you're in a viable position to go ahead and make some moves towards, taking over the wrestling business rather than at this current position, Impact, which is basically like a glorified Ring of Honor, which for whatever reason, Tony feels like is a marketable program. We don't know any of these people, motherfucker.
Buddy, Ring of Honor is like the main event tonight because it's like, oh, we're going to be.
I don't know them. This guy last week came out and did
because it's Pentagon and Phoenix versus Wheeler Yuta and Claudio.
I heard he got a haircut. So
he did. We talked about that earlier.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
But it's so but I mean that like otherwise like Ring of Honor's been kind of the top of his card, and that's mostly an internet show, really. I just think they need to be like you had alluded to. They need to be smart about it. it's technically two brands right now because it's AEW, which is established, and honestly, they've kind of let AEW fall to the wayside, and and we've talked about this before. The Ring of Honor stuff seems to be like the better. It's the better wrestling. It's the more established wrestlers, and when it comes to the AEW stuff, they have. Okay, here's our AEW champion versus a local jobber, and here's our it's almost like they've decided that like AEW is like the second brand sometimes, and tonight the Tonight card is part of that because they've got a title match between Orange Cassidy and one of those guys from Aussie Open, but the Aussie Open. The Aussie Open guys aren't even signed to AEW. It's just like, they haven't worked in a while, and we can bring him in, but it's not like that.
And last week he attacked Orange Cassidy backstage. I had no idea who that was.
Yeah,
I had to look it up on Google
because he's generic. He's a generic looking guy with green and black pants.
Knocked him off and said, "Aussie, Aussie, Aussie." Okay, Okay, who are you? Why are you here? What are you doing? Any of these questions, none of them were answered.
And that's
Tony Khan thinks that his audience is so smart, and I mean, I'd like to say that all three of us are on the smarter end of things when it comes to wrestling. But fuck, boys, I don't have 13 hours a week to dedicate to know who the hell these boys are.
And it's like, okay, that's the guy. Like for me, it's like, that's the guy from Aussie Open, right? But in street clothes. When he attacks, in street clothes, when I don't know, and it's not his name's not written on his pants, and it's not in the ring, he doesn't get announced. I couldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Means nothing. Yep, exactly.
It means nothing to me.
I could be standing on you on the subway, and
yeah,
I have no
exactly.
idea.
It means nothing. And I'm
but wouldn't that be part of Tony Khan's responsibility of trying to make him somebody that you recognized? Isn't that his job as the promoter? Isn't that his job as the head of creative?
Yeah, and that's part of the problem is that like we just don't know. They throw these people in who are not signed to AEW, who are not on week to week. Like we know Lady Frost, we know who Lady Frost is, but like she's got a match this week on Dynamite, and for 99.99% of the audience. People are like, okay, Taya Valkyrie's new to AEW. We know who she is because she's attacked Jade Cargill, who's been here for a few times, and been in stuff with her. But now we're putting her again. But like, for people who've never watched Impact, for people who don't know, like, why? Who knows? Why? What's the big
fuck?
Deal? What's the fuck, Derek?
Sabu. Sabu's seriously coming out right now.
Sabu, like
Sabu.
Is he limping?
He's at the head of the ramp right now.
Is he limping?
Nope. He's doing all right.
All right. Good for him.
Sorry, fellas. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I like that we all know who Sabu is. They parade out Sabu. It's like, it's a fucking Sabu.
That was interesting.
See, they should have advertised that. Hey, Sabu's going to be on the show. Be like, fucking Sabu? All right.
Yeah, that'll pop him at least another 5,000.
Absolutely. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd have made it. I'd have tried to figure out how to make this shit work. Sabu. Good God.
Oh, there's a table. I didn't even think about that. Yep, it's on.
Sabu, get the tables.
Get the table.
Davon. Wait, no, they're still fun.
Poor man's 75 years old. Like, Sabu, get the tables.
He's at least 50. Fucking Sabu. That's awesome.
It is.
Is he going to do a moonsault through a table? Because I feel like that's probably going to happen.
No, the table's already flipped over. I think he's done.
That
Jericho Appreciation Society has been run off.
By Sabu, by himself.
Strong.
Did he have a kendo stick?
Holding the ring. Nope, he's nothing.
Just by himself, just showed up.
Sabu.
People were like, shit, Sabu might stab us. We should just leave. I don't want to get stabbed.
We should just leave.
I don't want to get stabbed. Let's just go.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I'm just saying. Have you ever heard Rob Van Dam talk about Sabu? And
I swear to God, if Sandman comes out, I'm out of here, boys. Like, we're done.
God, bro.
I'm going
That's
home.
my mom.
Take the kids. Take them to the car. Just here's my keys.
Just get out of here. Get out of here. Lock the doors. Get in the car. Lock the doors. Drive away. Drive as fast as you can.
Oh, man.
Sabu
Hey, here's
can't
the most
drive.
interesting guy in the room. He's a sports entertainer.
Sabu is the most interesting guy in the room. I can't say that he's the best wrestler in the room, but he's certainly.
What's your boy's name? Not Brian Pillman. What's his name? You like him so much.
Wait, what?
The least interesting man in the room.
Daniel Garcia.
Yes.
Yeah, Garcia is the least interesting man. The least interesting man in the room.
Yeah. Roderick Strong's kicking his ass.
It's because Roddy's actually,
he's very interested in what's going on.
That's because
Who was
Roddy's
at your door?
good. Yeah, who was it? Well, now we need to know.
It was my friends.
All of them? I mean, we're here, so.
It was the neighbors. They wanted me to come drink.
Oh.
You tell me you'll be with him shortly?
Yeah.
Cheers
did.
to Walt's neighbors.
Scared shit out of Lillian.
Oh, Lillian.
No,
Sorry.
she deserves a beer. Poor girl.
Lillian, don't be scared.
Took care of it. Hey, so I don't know. I had to leave the whole Hulk Hogan thing, but I'm not done with him. He also said that he would like to have a retirement match.
Oh, God. Ric Flair had one of those.
I wonder if Conrad will jump on that. Here you go.
I mean,
I've always wanted
opens in July.
I've always wanted to have a retirement match, but right now I'm not moving around the way I should be. So I'm going to keep working, keep training, and keep doing rehab, and I'll see where I'm at in about 6 months from now. All I found out in the wrestling business, brother, is that you never say never.
Brother.
Yeah, I'm thinking around 76 I'll be ready.
Look, I'm just going to heal, and at some point in my mid-late 70s, we're ready for that last match.
He gonna go to the barbershop and be like, I'm gonna need the hair extensions in a horseshoe fashion. You know how I used to be?
Good God. Honestly, if he does it,
we'll watch it.
Oh, can you?
I'll watch it on free TV.
Can you do it against Ric Flair? Remember when they had that Night of Legends thing? And
Bash at the beach. Do it over again.
Remember when they had the Night of Legends thing, and the Sheik had his last match, and the motherfucker couldn't move. Oh,
well, he smokes crack.
I mean, he probably does, Bubba. But
he does, Bubba. He lets him know. You have a lighter, Bubba? Oh, who are you? You're I'm Sheiky Baby. Yeah, Sheiky Baby.
Sheiky Baby.
Give me the crack.
Yeah, it was the gimmick battle royal is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he was in such bad shape that they couldn't eliminate him. He won because they couldn't eliminate him for fear of breaking him.
Yeah.
Because he had so much crack.
He would have they'd have tossed him out, he'd have hit the ground, and he would have turned to dust. Immediately. It would have just been
you fucking jabroni Hulk Hogan.
He would have been ahead talking shit on a pile of dust meat corpse. You fucking jabroni, you throw
Fuck
too
the
hard.
Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
I humble you.
I break your back, I humble you.
He is a good Twitter follow though.
Oh my God.
He's good stuff.
He's the best. It's so random and stupid. It's so good. And it has been for years. Like since that, that was 2016. That was a long time ago.
I feel like it's what Marty Jannetty aspires to be, but
really
he's nowhere close.
Bro, I can't wait for Dark Side of the Ring, Marty Jannetty. I can't wait.
Oh my God, that's not going to happen until after he's dead. He's going to be dead.
It's coming this season.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's getting ready to be
Why was that not a topic? Oh my God.
It's gonna be like a 9-part series over
Oh my
multiple
God.
years.
You know how
'Cause
many
this is
murders
just-
he's admitted
just the
to on
beginning.
Facebook? Because Marty
least
doesn't
one.
use Twitter or anything. Like Marty admits to murders on Facebook.
He's a good follow too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I think that the season kicks off in September.
Oh, can we live
As long
stream
as
that?
Vice stays alive that long, I
Can
should
we
say.
live stream that?
I mean, sure.
If the channel still exists,
Buddy,
that's gonna
that,
be the
that might
problem.
be a that
Vice has
might
already
be
declared
SummerSlam.
bankruptcy, bud.
That might be SummerSlam level ridiculous. We might have to get wings and pizza for that.
I hope
I'm
I don't
in.
have COVID.
I'm in.
Yeah, as long as I don't have COVID, I'll be there.
I mean, I like wings and pizza and beer and I mean, I don't get shit.
Well, that's what ruined us last time.
COVID. I mean, it ruined you. It didn't ruin us. We were good.
Oh, fuck.
Walt and I had a great time.
Yeah, did we sure did, bub.
Fuck, let's go back. Let's go back to let's go back.
Larry the dog bit a guy.
Larry the dog. Let's go back
Hey,
to Archie's. We'll
so
go
you
back
see-
to Archie's. Archie, can we put on Dark Side of the Ring? Like it could be like a random Tuesday. Archie, can we put on Dark Side of the Ring, Marty Jannetty? And we're just gonna sit here and order beer and wings.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you. He's gonna be like, "That's cool, boys." And we'll just do. You guys would just want pictures. What do you want? And we'll just be like, "All right," and he'll just make up a thing for us. It'll be great.
I've never
I
been
went back.
anywhere.
I didn't tell. Oh God, I didn't tell you. I went back to Archie's actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just sat at the bar and drank. Sarah was not there, unfortunately. Archie was there. I said, "Hey, Archie, loved being here for for the Royal Rumble. It was great. Came back for more wings though, buddy." And he's like, "We'll take care of you, Tom." And I said, "Okay." I introduced myself before, and anyway, so it was still good. The wings were really still good, and I drank like 3 beers. It was great. It was really good. Still really good. Very consistent. We need to go back. Anyway.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It was a perfect little vibe for the Royal Rumble. And COVID up here.
Derek's gonna be like, "How the fuck did you find this place?" Like I called like 40 places, bro.
Yeah.
Really
We were on. We were about to go to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
And Tom said, "Let me make one more phone call."
I've never been to a Dave & Buster's. I think it would be nice.
What the fuck? No, Dave and Buster's is not nice. Dave and Buster's is like a casino where there's no chance of winning.
So it's like every other casino.
No, it's the games are less fun, and it's like you'll leave with like some Marvel cards and like a fucking pencil. And you're like, why did that cost $150? This was stupid as shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was like, and you'll be there for like 45 minutes. My kids blew through $50 of tokens in literally 25 minutes. And I'm like, that was more expensive than anything I could have done.
Yeah, it's time to go home.
Yeah, it's insane. I could have gone to Chuck E. Cheese like twice and spent like 4 times the amount of time. Anyway, what else we got going on here? Mercedes is hurt. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Mercedes is hurt. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Willow Nightingale is the first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling strong women's champion because Mercedes Moné went down with a brokey footy. Derek,
That'll
I bet
hurt
you
her,
that makes you feel real good, huh?
Yeah, that'll probably hurt her self-esteem a little bit. I'm sorry for her. That's very terrible. I hope that she recovers quickly because she was such an integral part to the New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Strong Style Championship League. Was that
Come
nice?
crashing down and hurt the side. You've got to take a stand. There's nowhere to hide.
She is a real American. Fight for the rights of Japan, man.
So, that does suck, but that's kind of
Does it? Does it?
That
Did it
really,
affect your
that
weekend?
really seems to be her MO, right? Like where it's just like,
Well, maybe you shouldn't wrestle fucking Willow Nightingale. That's like 3 times your size.
I mean,
and
that's
green
true,
as goose shit.
and that's true, and she takes bumps as though like she's invincible. She takes those invincible bumps. The fact that she didn't break her neck like 4 times in WWE is really more miraculous than anything else. But I am sorry to see her hurt because it feels like, you know, I just want people, I want wrestlers, particularly like she's a good wrestler, right? A good female wrestler. She clearly brought women's wrestling to another, she helped it bring it to another level, right? And
thank you, Trish.
Thank you, Trish. And, you know, to see her hurt is like, you know, she's just trying to live her dream, right? Like, I'm going to go wrestle in Japan. I got to do that. Get at it. You know, she broke her. It's inevitable, really. I mean, it's not been that many matches, but it's been a long enough time. So, I don't know. I feel like it was inevitable, but it sucks for her because, like, she was kind of getting momentum. And I feel like to get momentum in Japan, like, you just have to kind of not be hurt because everything's, like, so drawn out. But,
so what you're saying is she had momentum because she wrestled 5 matches, and then she got hurt because she's a shitty gaijin who did not come up through the normal ranks.
Yeah.
And, you know, now we should feel sorry for her because she completely abandoned her crowd, her contract, and her fan base without any sort of, you know, like maybe instead of dragging down poor Naomi, who's over on Impact, you know, just being a shit show basically at this point. She's drawing no money. She's drawing $0. 0. We're gonna go to Japan though, and that's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Bailey's your best friend too.
Bailey's
You
still
see how
making
she treats her friends.
Bailey's still making them dollars though, and Bailey's in.
Yeah, and Bailey's making dollars for Dakota and Io as well.
Yeah,
Well, Dakota's going to be out for a year.
And Bailey's in.
But she'll come back just fine. Dakota's done it before. She's had a major injury previously.
She'll be fine. Dakota will be. It's because Liv's hurt too. It'll be fine. Bailey's probably about to be like the next women's tag team champion again with Io. That's gonna happen.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the
that's actually almost for sure gonna happen
presence of Alba Fire and random red-haired girl.
Nah, that's actually almost for sure gonna happen in Jeddah here on Saturday afternoon.
I was feeling like
on Saturday afternoon.
Match, honestly,
is it Saturday? I think it is Saturday. Yeah, not Friday.
I'll be honest. It was my match of the week until I saw the Shinsuke Nakamura match, and he came out looking like the Three Ninjas Black guy. What is that? Does that mean? Nope.
You guys like my new mouse? It's pretty cool. I dig.
Oh, you got a white mouse.
Well, that's nice.
It's got holes in it. Yeah, because I was losing my mouse because I'm on this black mouse pad, and I was like reaching and being like, I can't see it. That's better. I'm so blind. It's terrible. It's terrible to be me.
Hey, so how about Adam Cole just said recently that he was starting to think about retiring because he couldn't get himself cleared through their concussion protocol.
I mean, it's hard. Like,
I almost lost it, man.
I mean, look, look, brain stuff is a big thing, and
yeah, ask Derek.
As somebody who's been through some shit, like if you can't get your head right, and let alone like your head being like dizzy or not, like just And you know, it's like, well, okay, so I get these headaches and I'm dizzy and you know, sometimes but like, you know, your profession is I'm going to take bumps, I'm going to fall down, I'm going to get hit here, I'm going to get hit there. Like you can be as safe as you want to be, but you know, you have to fall.
I mean, as long as you don't fight the Lucha Brothers, I think you'll be fine.
But still, you know, you're not 65 years old. You're not Sting. You're not like, you know, in this like very limited capacity as a young man. Adam Cole's younger than we are by 5-8 years, something like that.
I think he's
34. He's probably just a few years younger than us.
Yeah,
he's probably mid-30s.
He's about 34. So he's what,
we'll give him that.
4 or 5 years younger than we are.
I was gonna guess 35, but that's nice of you.
He's 33.
33. Okay, so he's 5 years younger.
He looks old as shit.
Well, I mean, he's been dropped on his head a few times, and you know, we have not been.
Well, don't smoke cigarettes.
I don't know how that equates.
I don't know. His eyes look very like crow's feet. Crow's feet.
I mean,
crow's feet eyes.
I kind of do too. So I mean, I don't know. No, I really don't.
Here
I
comes
don't really
the
smile. I don't. Really,
Blackpool Combat Club's fucked.
I don't really smile, so like, you know, I don't really have crow's feet because like my life is a tragedy. But anyway,
hey, remember how good Dante Martin was?
Hey, remember when he was the next big thing? Hey, remember when signing Saraya was a game changer?
Huh. When Tony Storm did OnlyFans.
Does she still do that? I feel like I haven't seen anything about that. I don't think she does. I mean, I don't pay for any of that, so
no.
So Adam Cole and his retirement. I'm glad he didn't retire because Adam Cole is fucking great and he shouldn't retire. And I feel like Adam Cole's been dealt like the short, like Adam Cole should have the Shawn Michaels career, right? But like Adam Cole is getting like where Shawn Michaels kind of got like every break possible. Adam Cole is getting like every hamstring like cut possible, and it's bullshit. I really, really hope. I really wish Adam Cole like he got a great run in NXT. Fantastic, tremendous,
well deserved.
Well deserved. It was fantastic. It was awesome. But that's the kind of thing that should have. But that's the kind of thing that should have followed him wherever he went. He should have gone.
Yeah, well, then Vince wanted him to shave his head and be a manager.
Yeah, and that sucked. And he left, and that was the right decision at the time. He goes to AEW. You know, has to get in the ring with unsafe workers after having been in NXT with safer workers and within safe surroundings for a long time. Gets hurt. Happens.
Here you go.
Absolutely, buddy. It's
what did you want him to do? Become Andrew Solar Energy instead of Adam Cole?
No, I wanted his luck to be better. That's all. It's not. I have no control over his career. I just really, really like the guy. I think the guy is a fantastic wrestler. I think his work in NXT was fantastic. His work in AEW has been fantastic. It's been top tier. His work in AEW has been head and shoulders above everybody else's. However, it's been limited because he's been in the ring with unsafe workers who unfortunately kicked his head off twice.
Works with fucking children.
Works with fucking children.
Old. He's hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And it's what happened.
You've been to Mindy's Bakery. Best muffins you'll ever eat. Mindy's Bakery over on 4th Street.
Uh-huh. So, you know, I'm glad he's not retired. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's cleared. I'm glad he's going to fight him. I'm glad he's going to fight Chris Jericho. I hope he beats the shit out of Jericho. I think that's going to be great. That's where we are, though. You know, you guys know me. I'm a big Adam Cole mark. I just hope that this ends up on a high note, not a low note.
I feel you.
Baby.
Listen, all I know is, man, I would really just like to see Adam Cole just be successful and be somebody that I get to watch on TV, doing fun things fantastically. And I mean, this is a big feud for him in AEW with Jericho, but I mean, it's not going to be an Adam Cole work rate match. Like, this is a get Adam Cole over match.
I feel like literally anytime somebody comes back or we have a big star, it's initially a Jericho match. That's
because he's the gatekeeper. He's the biggest name in the company. He's the gatekeeper.
And
why does he look like shit in the video game?
Well, but you're not gonna get hurt.
He's apparently not respected enough by Kenny Olivier.
Hey, Bub, have you not looked at pictures of Jericho? He looks exactly like he should in that video game.
That's kind of what he looks like. Truth be told, that's kind of what he looks like.
That's sad.
They probably scanned him in. I'm sure they scanned him. They scanned him in, and they were like, "Well, that's fucking what he looks like."
They didn't scan anybody. He came into the locker room and was like, "I need more abs and I need."
Hey, Bub, I'm willing to bet that everybody got scanned, because I can load up the Xbox 360 over here with fucking Kinect on it, and I can scan my face and create an avatar in a created player in a fucking video game. Like,
I love that you have the Kinect plugged in.
I don't. I sold it, actually.
Well, that was dumb.
No, it wasn't. All right, we got anything else to talk about?
I'm gonna pee.
No. Hold on. Let me think. Nope. I think that's all it. I could go first, allegedly. So, my match of the week. Guys, did we watch Raw?
Yeah.
Raw was a hell of a show.
I haven't watched it yet.
What the fuck? Raw was a hell of a show. So we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor on Raw. Good God. They got about 11, 12 minutes or so. They put on a tremendous match. Hey, we got 12 minutes. Let's make 12 minutes of perfection is what they did. It was perfection. Now, there was lots of good on Raw. There was a great main event. This was not the main event. I was kind of shocked that this wasn't the main event. But it was a great main event. And they really did everything. In the end, obviously, the Judgment Day is a big part of any Monday Night Raw, so they kind of interweave everybody into the story of the show. And Damian Priest did get involved. Shinsuke got out of the ring. It became too much for him that Damian Priest had gotten involved in the match. So Shinsuke got out and beat up Damian Priest and was all, "Come on!" And then Finn ran out. Double kick, drop kicked Shinsuke into that little corner of the barricade where the timekeeper's area is, threw him in the ring, coup de grace, and won the match. But otherwise, a technical masterpiece. They used every second of the 12 minutes that they had, including the commercial break. And it was a great TV match. And that's my match of the week because they really, really brought it. And I'm a big fan of both of those guys. They really can just kind of, that could be the main event of WrestleMania if you really wanted it to be and you want to give them time and the build and whatever. But you know what? They put on a TV match and they tore the house down. So great match. That's my match of the week. Derek, what you got, buddy?
Tom, I completely agree with you, sir. It truly was so far the match of the week. It was a great match. And I'd like to point out though as well that, buddy, I thought the finish was coming way earlier. Well, not way earlier, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes earlier to the end of this thing. Whenever Finn Balor hit with the double stomp to the chest. He did not get the coup de grace off the top rope, though. I thought for sure we were going to see the end of it there. So a nice extension there. And I'd like to give a shout out to whoever this guy was on the Three Ninjas movie, because he looked exactly like Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel like we left Shinsuke for like 3 years. He came back as the grandpa on Three Ninjas in his whole suit, and he's got the gray hair a little bit flowing now. He's looking a little old school. I like it.
I'm also a big fan of what Shinsuke is wearing to the ring. It's very like he's got like a weird like big kimono on. It's very
he's giving the come on still, which it's maybe it's time for a new gimmick. Yeah, come on. We can get one.
I like that they kept Shinsuke strong too, because on Raw, Shinsuke's lost twice now, but both times has sort of been due to interference.
Yeah.
And like they've kept him as a like no. Like this is one of the marquee matches. It's like, so if you watch Raw, there's a few like there's 3 hours obviously. So there's like, you got your main event from your like 10:30, 10:45 ish to 11. But you want to keep people in that 9 o'clock hour. And that was where really this was. And I think that's really where it's like, oh fuck, we got Shinsuke at 9. Like we can't shut the TV off because like we got to watch Shinsuke. And then you have your like, you bring out Bianca Belair after that, or you bring out Becky Lynch or somebody like that, shortly after that to kind of like maintain the momentum. But
it's nice to see them understand that Brock Lesnar isn't going to get me to stay awake until 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Watch him drive somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care that much.
No, yeah. So you bring Brock out. You bring Brock out first. You keep the first hour kind of fresh, and you got Brock, and then Brock comes out, and he beats up Cody or something, and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a second segment
backstage
later,
stuff.
but you start the night with Brock, but you get the Brock stuff done before 10 o'clock, right? Because Brock's not going to be like, you shithead. Like, no, Brock's just going to beat ass, right? And anybody could do that, but we're going to keep the TV on for Brock. But it's like, oh man, at 9 o'clock, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Well, shit, I can't shut it off yet now. You go through the 10 o'clock hour, maybe 10, maybe it gets a little raunchy. Maybe you're like looking for, some kind of something at 10 o'clock, but
it's nice to see that they understand that Roll Dark should start around 10 o'clock. Like, we'll watch it eventually, but you're not pulling eyeballs at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, and I think that they've done a good job of maintaining eyeballs from 10 o'clock on. There's really no. I think that Raw has been really good in a way, like where they've sort of got a formula down to where it's like, from 8 to 10, you don't necessarily have to like you want to turn it on and leave it on, but you don't necessarily have to be paying attention. You can be feeding, giving kids snacks. You can be putting them to bed. You can be doing whatever.
Yeah.
But you leave it on because you're going to come back to it. And
you can do what I do. I mean, it takes me a couple feedings at least to watch a wrestling show. It's fun.
Yeah. And you come back at, and even if your kids are like 5, 6, 7, whatever, and they go to bed at whatever. My kids go to bed around 9:30 now because they're 8 and 10. But even they watch with me. Like Evie will leave, and she'll be like, "Dad, call me back when the girls come on." And I said, "Evie, why do you only like the girls? What's wrong with watching the whole show with me?" And she says, "Well, the girls have better outfits. They're much flippier, and they're prettier, Dad." And I'm like, "That's fair. That's really that's really fair."
It sounds like Evie would love the Young Bucks. They do flips. They have nice outfits.
So I've showed her that, and she's like, "I don't like these guys." I'm like, "Well, why?" She's like, "Well, that guy's kind of bald, and
And that super kick looks like shit, Dad.
that was it." She's like, "They're just really bad wrestlers. They really need to lay it in a little bit more." I think that Bret Hart would be disappointed. Like, no, I'm just kidding. That's not an Evie thing. Walt, are you back? Do we have Walt? Walt,
I think we lost Walt.
did we lose Walt? Anyway, let's talk more about my kids, and then we can talk about your kids until Walt gets back. So with Evie, it's like she will like. So there was that whole big segment, right, with like Asuka and what have you, and she loves Asuka. She's like, "Dad, can I paint my face like Asuka?" And I'm like, "That would be cool. I can't do it though." And she's like, "I'll ask Mom." And I said, "Okay, that's a good idea."
Only on school days.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that would be so. Like that's kind of next year maybe. We might be able to pull that. I might be able to pull that off. Can like we paint Evie's face like Asuka? So Asuka did a Twitter thing where she painted her face in like they sped it up, but like she painted her face, and it was like that was really cool because she just like kind of draws the diamonds and the eye stuff.
Yeah.
And, like first it's like all white, like she's a clown.
Of
which
course.
I don't know how you feel about clowns. I know I've probably brought this up. I like clowns terrify me.
Oh yeah, they don't. I get it, but they don't. Yeah.
That shit, like. So when I worked for PNC, there was a point in time where they were like, "Oh, there's gonna be like 8 clowns here on Thursday." I was like, "Fucking 8 clowns?
8?
How many clowns?" You remember the Simpsons episode where like Homer builds Bart a clown bed? And he's like, "Can't sleep, the clown will eat me. Can't sleep, the clown will eat me." It was like that. It was literally like these guys, like these were the weirdest dudes ever. This was the weirdest shit ever. And like me being me at the time, this was before I had children. I was like 26 years old or something at this point in time. So this was more than a decade ago. And like, so I sat down because these guys were all sitting at a table at lunch. And like I went down for lunch and like there's a fucking table of clowns. And I'm like, all right, I gotta face my fear. I gotta have some balls. I'm gonna go. Let me meet a clown. Let me meet some clowns. Buddy, I gotta tell you, all it did was reinforce the fucking fear of clowns. I sat down to talk to these guys. I'm like, so what you guys eating? And they're like, oh, we're eating it. And they're like, they fucking went with the clown voices. One of them touched me. I have never been less comfortable in my life than I was at that exact. I could have been mugged. That would have been a better experience. Then I could have been mugged and beat up. That would have been a better experience than talking to these people who were fucking clowns because they kind of leaned into the character. It was fucking goofy. It was weird. It was creepy. Wasn't sure I wasn't about to be raped. Luckily, I wasn't raped.
Clown rape, I hear, is pretty.
Just yeah, fucking clowns. Anyway, do you have the power to close this down? I don't think we're getting Walt back.
I do. I guess not. Well,
okay.
Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. And
it's all love.
Of course, join us back next Wednesday. It seems like Wednesday is our new day.
Wednesday seems to be the day.
Wednesday for Dynamite. And of course, we will be following up with all the CM Punk news that you could ask for, because that's what pulls the eyeballs for our ratings. Not Sasha Banks.
Not like clowns stealing your eyeballs, but like eyeballs.
I guess we're gonna peace out of here. All right. It's all love. One Fall WrestleCast.
Good night, Derek.